Yes, the market might have taken a hit, but whenever there is an opportunity, there is one entity that comes out and seems to be continually buying. I'm going to be breaking down why, yes, there's a correction in the market, but this could be incredibly bullish in the short term. We'll break it down for you as always, though. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into this video. So I will come back and just talk about the chart in a little bit, but I wanted to just divert your attention a little bit to Blackrock and specifically what they are doing. Now, the market took a big hit. We've seen the SEC deciding to sue XRP, and Bitcoin took a real tumble down towards that $60,000 mark, but it didn't quite break below. In fact, it found a little bit of strength and started to move back. Now, we're currently trading around 60,600, but there is a pretty interesting reason for it. Namely, Blackrock is continually buying Bitcoin. Now, we've been talking about this on the channel for a while. For many of you that are in my live stream, you understand that we watch what Blackrock is doing. We actually keep tabs on their wallets so we can see when they're buying, when they're selling, what they're doing. And interestingly, in the last 24 hours, they've bought well over $78 million worth of Bitcoin. So while the market is collapsing, concerning, people are freaking out, Blackrock coming and buy more Bitcoin. In fact, they are the only ETF that did buy Bitcoin on October 1st. Now, remember, they've been not buying for such a long time, and all of a sudden now they're inflows of around 8,000 Bitcoin over the course of the last 7 days. That is a huge amount going into the Blackrock fund. You can see here 7,828 Bitcoin. That is not something to be sniffed at, and they are now continually buying. You've seen here they've been buying huge amounts. In fact, $187 million worth on the 25th of September. They are stacking their bags. The question you got to ask yourself is why? Well, we are still in the very early parts of October. Lots of people were expecting a huge move. Well, the reality is we just haven't got it. We had a very bullish September. We should, and there is still plenty of the month of October left to come before we start to see a big move to the upside. But understand, there is a reason Blackrock is the first to many things. In fact, there is a rumor now that they are quietly preparing for a $35 trillion Federal Reserve dollar crisis. In fact, the Bank of America today seemed to close its doors and everyone had zero balance. Very interesting indeed. So Blackrock, like I said before, 1988 came to the party. Within a couple of years, $2.7 billion under managed, one of the biggest under management assets right now, but they are first to everything. And in fact, you take a look at their ETF products, top 10 ETFs launched in the last 10 years at $23.2 billion. So you got to ask yourself, why would Blackrock be buying when no one else is? And I think that's very interesting to think about. Not only have you got an election which could end up with a pro-cryptocurrency president, you actually have a candidate that is transacted with Bitcoin. Yes, it was staged, but the reality is there is definitely an embrace for it. And I think Blackrock are absolutely front running the market. They're getting ready, in my opinion, to manage what is allegedly coming, which will be a potential Donald Trump presidency. Now, just for clarity, I don't live in the US, so it doesn't really affect me too much, but it is very, very interesting. And you look at where they are in terms of their asset under management, they seem to be the first to everything. They move the markets. They'll be the first to list an XRP ETF. They were the first to list Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs. And ultimately, when Blackrock decide, that's when the rest of the market moves. So there can only be one reason that Blackrock is buying as heavily as it is. And the reality there is a massive market move coming. I truly still think October will be very bullish for us. And even though you look at the chart and you think, wow, 2-bit, I'm really disappointed. Look, we did print a new higher high, which is good news, aligned to some of these key points. Likewise, the bounces that we've had in, strong to the upside. We're waiting for this October the 7th, where a lot of people predict the market is going to turn around. We held nicely off the 50-day simple moving average here for a reversal bounce back to retest that higher line. And the reality here is that no one expected Iran to go after Israel, etc. And that has spooked the markets. You only have to look at the price of gold, which continues to push to the upside. You can look at the S&P 500 doing exactly the same. People moving away from risk assets. Well, mostly everybody. Blackrock, though, they're not. They're buying, and they are buying big. And there can only, like I said before, be one reason. So in my opinion, keep an eye on what Blackrock are doing. I think we're going to see some pretty interesting news, and it would not surprise me one bit that we don't see a big move in the market. Specifically, looking at Blackrock, looking at Fidelity, and looking at how aggressively they're buying. And like I said, you only have to take a look at the wallets we looked earlier. 78 million in 24 hours. Well, that's pretty bullish, if you ask me. Keep an eye on what's going on, or just subscribe to this channel. We'll keep you updated with everything going on in the cryptocurrency markets. All you have to do is hit that like and subscribe button and come back tomorrow for another update in the crypto markets. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.